So Jordan, we are so excited to hear about pinners and the class that you'll be teaching. Can you tell us more about your class?
Yes, so it is Back to Basics Budgeting 101, and it's going to be really fun. I feel like what's missing today in the world is just everyday finance. You can learn all about paying off debt or increasing your credit score, but like how much should you pay for groceries? And how do you talk about money with your husband without wanting to kill each other? So we're going to cover just the basics. We're covering the simplest budgeting technique ever. It's worked for everybody who's ever tried it. We're going to talk about the 7 bank accounts that every family should have that'll completely simplify your finances and make your life so much easier. And we're going to talk about working together with your husband or wife or significant other and how to divide up spending responsibilities and talk about money without really wanting to kill each other.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
I'll be there for sure. It's a really important thing to think about, because if you look at the stats on divorce, that's one of the highest things, right, that causes problems in a marriage, is not being able to communicate about finances. So
yeah, I know it was for me and my husband. I mean, when we were first married, it's so weird because your whole life you're trying to figure it out on your own, and suddenly you're married and you might not have common goals. That's a big misconception people make. When you're married, you might not actually agree on the same things. What's important to me might not be important to my husband. How he does money might not be how I do money. So who gives, right? So it's just kind of scratching it all and starting over in a way that just really, it's changed our lives and it's changed everybody else's who's ever tried it.
I love the word hunkered down, because that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Yeah. I mean, I think at first, at least, until you get it into just a system.
And becomes a lifestyle, probably.
It's exactly it. That's what a lot of people think, that it's kind of like a crash diet. I actually compare finances a lot to fitness. You know, you think of the show The Biggest Loser. It's like they go to the ranch, right? And then it's 3 months where they're just not eating anything but lettuce and working out 12 and a half hours a day, but they lose 100 pounds in 3 seconds. But then it's not that they go home and start eating cake for breakfast again. It's just their life has changed forever. And maybe it's not as intense as it was at the ranch, but it just becomes their new way of living. And that's exactly like finances. You might have to go to the ranch for a while and kind of hunker down and just eat lettuce, but then for the rest of your life, it'll pay off.
That sounds great. Well, I'm excited. I'm for sure going to come. Thank you so much.
Step out the magazine. Life is a journey.